if you're trying to build an industry whereby you find people are authentic to the core, it has to start from how we move ourselves. Like if it doesn't start from you and how you actually move and how you handle your life, how you do anything is how you do everything at the end of the day. So this is actually the first time I'm saying it on air like this. I tried a 9 to 5 job, office job. I did it for 1 week. When it reached on Saturday, I never went back.
Welcome back to Let's Get Musical. My name is Wanjuko, and today we are joined with an artist whose name has been echoing in the Kenyan music scene. His sound is soulful, fresh, and intentional, and with hits like Outside and Inside featuring Savara, and his recent signing in Universal Music East Africa. Today we are joined by Mr. KEEMLYF. Shangwe na vigelegele.
Beautiful people. You're done, must say. We're there.
Thank you so much for joining us in our
Appreciate
second
it.
episode.
Thanks for having me.
So let's start. For anyone who is discovering KEEMLYF for the first time, who is KEEMLYF beyond the music and beyond the sound?
Kemlyf, first of all, like before everything, Kemlyf is an artist, and I feel like art defines who Kemlyf is, because I'm not like constricted in doing like one form of art. I can do multiple. So like I'm an artist, and art is me, and I'm art. So that type of art.
You're that guy, basically.
Yeah.
You've been called one of the new voices redefining Kenya's Afropop sound.
Yeah.
When you hear that, what does it mean to you?
It actually means a lot, because like literally it actually shows that people are actually like taking interest in whatever is happening in this side of the Sahara. And it's actually very eye-opening, because it attracts also like other talents from outside to try and also work with people from this side. So it's actually something that I'm really proud of, and I'm really proud to be part of. Yeah.
Okay. And if someone was to ask you to describe your sound in 3 words, what will it be?
It's laughter, pain, and everything in between.
Why those 3 words?
Because life revolves around that. Love,
Fair.
pain, laughter. Yeah.
And we've had enough laughter here
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
So coming now from the core, now we can be able to start describing your journey and where you've come from. Looking back to where you started and now with your new signing in Universal, what moment made you pause and think, I know I have really made it in life?
Honestly, I don't feel like I've made it.
Oh, really?
I don't feel like I have, because maybe there's this saying, they say that you aim in the stars, you fall on the sky, something like that. So I haven't like reached where I'm like, this I haven't even reached my prime yet in terms of me doing music. So but I'm really glad of the reception that I've been getting so far, and it's actually like very motivating. So yeah.
Okay.
Keep moving.
So bado tunapanda
Bado
juu.
tunapanda na bado hajafika.
Na bado hujafika. So if we were to talk about the challenges that you face, especially because the road to success has so many challenges.
Right.
What have you faced in your journeys, and how has it tested your resilience?
Yeah, allow me to say, like, patience is one thing that people overlook, but in everything, you might have every sort of resource, but if it's not the right time, if things aren't like aligned for you to be who you're supposed to be, you won't be there. So like patience is a very important thing here, and it's been actually one of the most virtues that I've been trying to imprint in my DNA so far, because if you don't have patience in anything that you do, then you'll actually like naosha makaa, literally. So like I can say patience has been one of those things that I had to like learn, and I'm still trying to like be good at it at the same time. Yeah, because in everything, like you might do everything right, but if it's not the right time,
it will take it. I really do agree on that part for patience, because we all want immediate results, everything to happen so quickly. So patience is a key virtue.
For sure.
We're still trying to get to it.
Yeah, for sure.
I saw your recent interview where you spoke about your dad being a big influence in your life, especially beyond not beyond the music part. What lessons have you learned or values from him that still guide you even up to today?
I can say discipline. My dad was a jack of many trades. My dad was one of those guys who are privileged to have like 3 careers in their lifetime. Like my dad has been a military man, has been an engineer,
Wow.
has been also like say like on like corporate level stuff. So for me it's the discipline, like actually like I don't think if it were not for him, like sangine kiboko ni kitu cha maana. Honestly, or lie, because me and school, I was not.
Yeah.
Yo, I can even attest to this. I don't feel like a lot of creative people like going to school
No.
because you feel like, yo, guys, I'm wasting my time. I should be out there, but sometimes you have to go through there for you to like build up certain characters, like certain characteristics
Yeah.
for you to be able to move forward. Like living with people who come from different places, different backgrounds, and like try to also like communicate. So it's really helped me a lot, like in terms of just growing up as a person, not even as an artist, but just as a person. The character
Yeah.
is very important.
I think what I'd also like to know is at what point in your life did you realize that music is what you want to do for the rest of your life?
I can say how many years ago? How many years ago? This is a long time. I can say some like how many years ago? Since 2006. Yeah, that's when I knew like I could,
Ooh.
yeah, I could actually do this because normally I used to like sing other people's songs, and I was like, let me try and see what I can do. So from then, that's where I actually picked up the art of like writing poems. So going up to even like high school, like I doubled down on writing poems, even for other schools to go and perform in the music festivals and stuff.
Ooh.
So like that actually even like enabled me to like see, okay, so I can actually do this like literally. So after finishing high school, now is there's where like I actually did music like from a professional point of view.
Yeah.
Like not doing it for fun or anything, like doing it proper and all that. So like 2016, but all that time Equatoriani, I knew like this is the thing. Like hata nikiota
Funky.
kampo, nini, everything. I used to know like this is my calling.
I love that. So if your younger self was to see you right now, what do you think he would tell you?
Yo, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, because looking back, there's a lot of I've had a lot of no's than yeses, and I feel like to some bigger part, those no's are what like have brought me here today, like where I'm at, like in my career and everything. Because that a lot of people can say no, but you'll get that one yes that actually makes
Makes
sense.
everything, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's just what's up.
I mean, just listening to you, it's just like you talk with so much passion and like thankfulness.
Yeah.
If we're to now go into the artistic side of you, your music always feels very intentional.
Yeah.
Like it comes from lived experiences. So how do you decide what parts of your story you make it into a song?
Yeah, like I said, we can't avoid the fact that love, pain, and laughter influences our everyday
Yeah.
choice of like trying to do something. Like those are the three things that makes you want to do something. So with that being said, like I draw from whatever is happening around me as an artist because I want to communicate to someone's soul, not today, not just today, but even in the future because problems never end.
Yeah.
Sadness never comes to an end. Happiness never comes to an end. You just have to find a specific point in your life where you say, you know what, I choose to be happy. And but unfortunately, happiness doesn't really come. You have to like take it
You have
and
to take it,
yeah.
yeah.
But sadness can hit you anytime.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never really like wait and say like, let me wait for
I
this
want to be
sadness.
sad today.
Nah. It just hits you. So with that being said, like I draw my writing skill from like whatever is happening around me because I feel then people can connect even 30 years from now because
Yeah.
there's something that really affects a person on a cellular level, like you know.
Yeah, it has to be very
Yeah.
intentional. You've collaborated with artists like Savara and Bien. What did those experiences teach you about your own sound and also your creative boundaries?
Yeah, so basically, I'm really humbled to have worked with people who actually have the collaborative spirit.
Yeah.
Collaboration is not about just doing a song together. It's about allowing the other parts, creative prowess show. Like you let a person be in their creative spirit even when they're around you. You don't like say try to control everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So with that being said, shout out to BN, shout out to Savara, and actually the whole Sauti Sol at large.
Yes.
Because like there's really this one thing that, like, I've been privileged to meet all of them, not in one setting, like, but in different places. But they all tell me one thing: learning never stops, even at their level where they are right now.
Yeah.
Like, they still learning, so it really never stops. Like, there's no point where you reach and you say like, now I'm that, now I'm that.
Nishafika, ni relax sasa.
Nah. It's a learning process. Every time you have to reinvent yourself and try to move with whatever like is actually conversant with the market at that moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I think, speaking also in terms of BN, because there's a point I was working with him, and whenever he says he wants to make music, he wants to make music for the people, for them to be able to like feel it. Though you're saying connection.
Yeah.
So, what track have you made that feels the most you? And if someone listened to the Black Kenya, this is KEEMLYF, like your whole heart
Outside.
and soul.
Outside. I actually love outside because many people, like a lot of people who have met, haven't really understood what the song is about. I don't know, sorry to say this, but there's this culture in Kenya whereby most people don't listen to the song. They hear the song. They don't listen. Like,
Completely. I know what you
they don't
mean.
really
Internalize it.
they don't really take time to like. They just love to hear the beats making them trying to like move or something like that, but they don't really take time to listen to the song. So the song is actually about you going outside and facing your fears. Because if you decide to sit inside here, nothing will change.
It's true.
You have to go out there and actually, like, face your fears, because with every action comes a reaction. So you just have to move.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Musika tu chini,
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah. You
Please
just
go
have to
out
move.
there.
Yeah.
I think we've seen every artist evolves not just musically but also mentally.
Yeah.
If we were to talk about your mindset and what keeps you going, so when it comes to signing in with Universal and growing your audience, how has your definition of success changed?
Yo, before I used to think success is about having a hit song, like having a song that everyone is trying to do the challenge to viral.
Yeah.
But for the past, I can say even like really like 1 year, it's really about the music, because most of the songs that have done well on my part, they didn't like be instant hits. They took time. So with that being said, people might not resonate with a song right now because probably they are not in that spirit, in that space. And forgive me when I say this, but artists, we are like ethereal beings. You might say something now and maybe it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But you might be prophesying, like you never really know. So with that being said, like in Akwanga, it's a very fine line. Then you just really have to understand why you're doing this music. At the end of the day, it's not just about the virality, the
Yes,
fan
the
worship,
fame, yeah.
and all that. At the end of the day, what are you doing like to impact the Kenyan industry at large and our people at large, like from a point of like you're trying to connect with someone, like,
Yeah,
from
I
a
get
point here,
you.
you want to connect them, say like heart to heart,
Yeah.
because you want to find someone listening to that song 30 years later and they still understand, they feel
something,
whatever you were
yeah.
trying to communicate in that song. Yeah. So it's not all about the glam, the success,
Yeah.
all those. Nah, it's nothing. To me, I'll be happy even in my grave when I know like my song actually makes sense even 40 years later, 50 years later, and it touches someone to do something positive in their life.
Guys, wow. I'm just feeling so touched.
Yeah.
Everything you're just saying, in all honesty. Because I think
Appreciate
it's
it.
so rare to find artists who are very genuine with all the music they put out there. That like, that's why you have the hit wonders.
Yeah.
One guy's made a viral song, you
Yeah.
disappear completely.
It's actually it's a two-way thing. Nowadays, it's about algorithms. If you know the algorithm well, you can trick it to give you every result you want. If you want to make a hit song, you can make a hit song, but at the end of the day, what are you trying to push?
Yes.
If you wanna if I wanna like trend right now, I know the keywords to use.
Yeah.
If right now, actually, rest in peace, Raila Amolo Odinga. If you actually want to trend right now, if you just even use his word anywhere,
Yeah.
you see. So like, I don't want to be that type of artist. Like you just do stuff because you want numbers.
Yeah.
But what's the
There's no value.
sensibility of it? What's the value of it?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, why are you doing it?
It's true.
If you're doing a tribute, then well and good. But if you're trying to do it just because, or you're trying to use someone's misfortune for your own gain. It's pretty crazy for me. Yeah,
People
like
really be doing that.
yeah, like, I
To be
actually saw that and I was
honest.
like, yo, some people need to style up.
Yeah.
Some artists though, just do the music, man. Do the music. Invest in your music thing. Is
Craft,
if zingine
yeah.
zote is just noise, man. Like,
Yeah.
and especially coming from people who expect to be like ahead in terms of how they think, it's really very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
You have to
Please
tell me on
style
this
up.
side.
Please style up, guys.
Expose them on
Yeah,
the side.
yeah.
I think another thing that we've noticed is that people have different reactions when you're being signed into a label.
Yeah.
Some artists are like, I can never do that. They've been done for dirty. And others are like, it's whatever, you take it. What's your experience ever since being signed in Universal?
It's been awesome, man. It's just work at the end of the day. You know, I feel like people have the wrong impression about what signing is in Africa at large. People think that when you sign, you're supposed to be given this huge mansion, 6 cars, and all that. Nah, that's just the image around whatever you're trying to build. Like when it actually comes into fruition. But signing into a label, people should take it like as a booster, like, somewhere to actually step up from.
Yeah.
For you to be that person you're supposed to be as an artist. Because if you think that you're gonna just sit there and the label does everything for you, then you're pretty wrong. Like, yeah, they're not gonna do that because at the end of the day, they're a label. They need something that's already moving. For them, it's just to like add on the fire to the pit, like, and make sure the fire keeps burning.
Yeah. Okay. So what's one maybe like truth about the music business that you've learned, whether hard or the best way? And what does authenticity mean to you at this stage of your career?
In the music industry, I've learned that there's this thing called convenience. People are entering into, not even I can say partnerships. I can say people are not doing stuff from a point of being genuine. They're doing it because, like, say, I know I'm gonna benefit something from you. It might not be tangible as such, but it might be something they want from you. Like there's a lot of, I can say, for lack of a better word, fakeness. So with that being said, you really have to watch out because there are people who are not meant for you. If anything, they're just gonna drag you down. Like, so, and being authentic has helped me because, like, me normally I don't entertain such. Like, if you're that type of person, I just call you out there and then. Like, I don't have to show my teeth to you so that you know that I can. Nah, I don't need that because at the end of the day, there's a reason why when someone goes 6 feet under, they go themselves.
Yeah.
We're not, so why would you try to impress everyone by just being a people pleaser? No. If someone is done wrong, like, you just tell them, oh, go on. That's it. Because, like, that's the only way. Because if you're trying to build an industry whereby you find people are authentic to the core, it has to start from how we move ourselves. Like, you have to be true to yourself.
True.
Yeah, like, because if it doesn't start from you and how you actually move and how you handle your life, how you do anything is how you do everything at the end of the day. So, yeah.
I think that's true because a lot of people really do struggle with being like, you stand on your business.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy wants this, it's okay, I'll do anything they want because I
Yeah.
know at some point they'll come and help me out. Not realizing everyone is, some people are snakes and some are here to really help you.
You just have to be like straight, like, with people, because I feel like when you there's that thing they say, like, uncommunicated communicated something breeds something expectations.
Assumptions and expectations.
Yeah, like, because if you didn't communicate to one, like, how will the other party know that this what?
Yeah.
They're actually there for themselves, because everyone at the end of the day, if we remove every factor, is in it for themselves and seeing themselves at the front of the line. Yeah.
Another thing is that you had talked about like making the Kenyan music global.
Yeah.
What do you think global audiences still don't understand about our sound?
It's not the global audience, it's us who don't understand the global audience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, what's popular here does not necessarily mean it's gonna be popular outside.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to do something for export, say you're a businessman, let's leave alone the music. You have to do something that's gonna fit and cut across every type of market that you're trying to venture into. So with that being said, you really have to know this type of music. Where am I trying to push this music to? Because you can't expect to do songs that do well here and expect that type of song to do well in another country, whereas they don't even use that language to communicate.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's a little bit absurd.
Yeah.
So we really need to understand the global market because it's a little bit different. It's the same thing, but in a different clothing.
Different way,
You
yeah.
just have to know how to approach it right. Because I can say we're only trying to like this is the era where I've seen like Kenyan artists are trying to like break outside even more. And it's actually a good thing to see
Yeah.
because it means in the coming 5-6 years you're gonna find a lot of artists who are like reach that international like level,
yeah.
you know. So yeah.
Okay. Now we can step away from the spotlight kidogo and
Yeah.
get to know you. Who is KEEMLYF without the cameras? Ukikuwa kwa nyumba yako.
Imagine this just me.
Ni wewe hivi
Yeah,
tu.
that's why I say authenticity. I don't have to be
Yeah.
someone else. I don't have two personalities. Like I just
Alter ego.
like this me and me like it's the same person.
Yeah.
That's why I say like when you're comfortable in your own skin and you're like, you know what, this is me. You can. It's even easier for people to connect with you because you don't have another layer. You know, it's just you. What they see is what they get.
Okay. And then also just speaking about from your younger self, when you said you knew music from like 206. Why was your family like very supportive in your journey?
Yo, you know, living in under yo. If you have ever like had a parent who's a strict parent who's in the civil service, yo, there's no room for that. It's books,
kitabu.
books and books. And actually, it's a good thing because, singing as artists, most of us, I can say, if I couldn't like have gone to school, I guess my level of anxiety would have been a little more higher.
Oh,
Because
okay.
like we all face the same kind of challenges. We really know how to communicate well.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
run short of words sometimes, and it's something like you have to really like train yourself and try to outgrow as you go. Because the more you go, the more you need to stand on business and actually like stand on your brand and actually explain what your brand is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, 844 was
Yeah, it's
hey,
crazy.
Fundisha.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It was a bit crazy. Because we already seen that you're making such an impact. Let's talk about what your legacy looks like. In a few years, when fans look back at this era of KEEMLYF, what do you want them to say about it?
I want them to see the beginning of a new era, which it will be at that time, but I want them to see where it really started. Like, yeah, that's what I want because I feel like every time we meet with even industry stakeholders, they're like, how can we make Kenyan music international? How can we do blah, blah, blah? Like, literally, I want to be part of that conversation whereby, like, it's not just me, but me and many others, like, who are trying to, like, push the agenda for, like, trying to put Kenyan music on the map, you know?
I agree with you, and that's what that's what this show is formed, is to also help the younger people coming up to understand from, the veterans what have been going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you had instances where people have reached out for you to become their mentor? And if that is to happen, like what is there?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about being a mentor like in music because I feel like you just have to have that drive within you. Like I can't tell you like as an artist, you really have to know what you want at the end of the day. You can only try to emulate, but you really have to be authentic at the same time. Because there's no way you're trying to be someone because that gap is already taken by that someone who you're trying to be.
Yeah.
So you should be yourself because now then it introduces a newer twist to your story.
Okay.
You know? Because say you might have borrowed influences from blah 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 ABC artist, but now what do you stand for? What shows you as an artist? Why are you different? Why should people like listen to you?
Okay.
So if you bring that part of you and also like try to incorporate what other people have been doing before, then it creates this new identity, which is you, you know? Yeah.
So it's like we're just giving them a blueprint.
Yeah.
It's up to you to
it's just
follow
up to you.
it.
Just up to you. Just up to you. Just bidii tu na subra.
Okay. Exciting.
Idea. Naweza kupiga Kiswahili hapa ni vile sijui kama utakielewa.
Kidogo.
Unaona sasa. Ushaanza gonga mwamba tayari. Kisha kidogo, ngumu hiyo.
Lakini hiyo Kiswahili yako ndio ni ile sanifu vizuri.
Idea. Nashukuru sana Maulana tunafanya kazi.
Guys.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
I have a weakness for Kiswahili.
Usiishe jamani, ajamaliza interview jamani da.
Karibu then.
Yeah.
So no matter how far you go, what's one thing about your artistry that will never change?
One thing about my artistry that will never change is how I love talking about life in different ways, in different spectrums. Yeah, I don't think that will ever change because if anything, that's where I draw like my inspiration from.
Okay.
So I can only but say if life changes, that's when like I'm gonna like, I don't know, but it still aligns to that. I don't think that's one thing. I don't even want it to change because like as I said before, I want to connect with someone like from a point here. Kumbe, this thing has also happened to this guy, so I'm not less of a human just because it happened to me. And I want to make people feel like human because fast forward years now we have internet. People are only posting the flashy side of things, and now you end up thinking, oh man, Maze, she's having such a good life. I wish I could be her. You don't know what is going
on
behind the scenes. So sometimes in Angatupoa you just stick.
Chill.
Yeah,
All
we
that
chill
glitters
too.
is not gold.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
So we're about to enter into our quick fire round. We're about to in our end. So don't think about it, just
I'll be
answer
there,
yes. First artist that inspired you to make music?
Chris Brown.
Ooh. Dream collaboration, local.
Chris Brown.
Go-to song when you need motivation?
Outside.
Period. One word your friends will use to describe you?
We there.
If you, are, if you hadn't doing music, what will you be doing right now?
I'd be in a corner office somewhere, man. I don't know. I just feel that
Really?
The other KEEMLYF, probably is not even KEEMLYF.
Corporate.
Is some corporate guy because I know for some weird reason I kind of like did that life for like a week, and I said no.
A week?
A week.
Damn.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not coming back anymore. I even, I even like, this is one thing I never tell anyone. This is actually the first time I'm saying it on air like this. I tried a 9 to 5 job, a office job, type shit, and just tie and everything, clean shave, that type of vibe. I did it for 1 week. When it reached on Saturday, I never went back. Like I never went back. Like literally, I never picked any call. Never went back. Nothing. I just left.
What?
Yeah.
It just
I never
was
looked.
not.
I felt deep in my bones like this is not what I was supposed to do. Like it felt very off. Every time you get to a fake anime, nuna. Though I'm young and you find that you're young, but the people who like you trying to manage are even older than you. And it actually makes you think, so does it mean I'm gonna stay in this same wheel? Because people are like you're actually managing people who are like twice your age.
Yeah.
So it actually tells you like, yo, this might actually be you. So with that being said, I'm like, nah, this is not the life. Because there's one thing they say, even every millionaire I've met, there's one thing they usually tell me. You can never be a millionaire if you're working for someone. You can never build wealth if you're trying to work for someone. You have to start to think of how to do something of your own. Might not be of your own, but something big that you take like part of. You rather have a bigger, like a small part of the ocean than like a bigger part of nothing.
Yeah, it's true. First of all, I work a 9 to 5.
Yeah, so but we're there. It's crazy, man.
No, but I actually I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
I can't say more.
Yeah,
But,
it's actually a tough choice, by the way, because music is something that is very jealous. You trust me, you can't do music and do anything else. One thing has to fail.
Wow.
One thing has to fail. Then for me, I was like, nah, I'd rather be free and be like, because that's what brings me happiness. Like every time I wake up, I'm like,
thinking of that meeting.
yeah, like yeah, because at the end of the day you're trying to build something. Because at the end of the day, like man, like this music thing, we can only do it like ile uko na nguvu ya kuifanya for like kama uko na nguvu sana for like 25 years max. And for those 25 years max, if you don't have the brain power for you to like allocate your resources well to a point whereby you have systems set in place even for your own children now watoto wao wakija, it's gonna be very difficult. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult.
Catch on to that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's one message you want your fans to always remember from you?
Stop wishing you go back in time and correct stuff, because if you go back and did that, the you right now could never exist.
Ooh.
So don't regret anything, because everything that is broken in your life, everything that is bad has brought you to this moment that you have this brain, this type of thinking that you already have right now. So if you're trying to go back and erase that, you might not be the person you are right now.
Yeah.
So your experiences are what make you.
The time this comes out, today is his birthday, but when this is coming out,
Yo,
you guys will know. So please wish him happy belated and happy birthday
Damn, I
today.
appreciate it.
It's such an honor.
I
So it's
appreciate
been
it.
so nice hearing your story and your
Shukran
journey,
sana.
and plus you're really dropping gems
I
with
appreciate
your
it.
advice.
Appreciate it.
It's so
Shukran sana.
amazing.
Appreciate it.
And to everyone watching, make sure you stream outside and inside.
Yeah.
Until next time, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Be there. Bye.